Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is CJ. Welcome back to Exotic Nootropics. This is your monthly update. It is currently January 12th, and we have had a lot of growth on this cocoa tree. I'm actually really surprised because the last update, well, it was around a month ago, but actually slightly less. But look at how much growth is on this. That was a tiny little stub last time we saw it, and now it's this big old stem coming up with more leaves coming off it. And then there is another one on this side. So the cocoa tree is doing really well. This is a Theobroma cacao. And I'm very excited to see how quickly this grows, because I think it's quite a fast grower, especially considering it's put this much up in the last less than a month. Next up, we've got the Passiflora edulis, which is basically it's a passion fruit vine. You can see it's actually really happy now. The leaves are no longer flat. They actually have perked themselves up towards the light, so they're getting as much sunlight as they possibly can from the grow light that's currently above them. The plant is doing really well, and I'm really happy to see that the leaves have actually livened up, because it means that the growth is really going to start jumping now, which is awesome. And then next to that, we have our repotted dragon fruit. If you haven't seen that video, please go and have a look at it. One thing that's going on with this is it's got a red tip on it now, which means it's getting a nice bit of sun, and it will start to grow. Hopefully it grows pretty quickly. I think cuttings should grow much faster than seedlings, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to this and how quickly it grows within the next month. Down here, just an honourable mention, is the Drosera binata, which I think we saw 2 updates ago. This is where we're currently at. Many tiny little plants growing. They've not got much light here. There's no grow light above them, so it's just natural light through the window, but seem to be doing okay. They would grow much faster with more light, and we will see how these manage to grow in the next couple of months. You won't see much growth until the sunlight starts picking back up after winter. In the Nepenthes box, we've got some insane growth. So we can see the Hematoplatychila right there. That's a really big picture on it. That was there last month, I believe. Then we've got the Ame, which has an opened up picture now. I think that might have been there last month. We've got a Nepenthes hamata right there throwing out a picture, so that's going to be awesome. That'll be the first hamata picture that we get, so it's going to be amazing to see. Mollis is starting to put up a picture. Hopefully you can see that just down there. The camera's not 100% focusing on that. Boom, there you go. You see that picture down there? You can just see the top of it. That is Mollis now shooting out new pictures. We've got what I believe to be a Veitchii platychila putting up a massive picture there. It's open, really nice. It's actually growing another one over there in the back. Raja Veitchii is coming along okay after its ordeal with all the pests. The truncata down here, oh, you can see the Raja there we go. Truncata right there. That is now starting to put up a new picture as well, which is awesome, because that looked great when I first got it, and it actually had a leaf jump, and now it's putting out a picture. So that'll be the first picture I've grown. And then here is an Edwardsiana, one of the bucket list plants. So bucket list's getting very empty now. The Edwardsiana's a baby, will take quite a while to grow. Attenburyi, which we've seen before, another Attenburyi on the other side. Mollis, still alive, still struggling. Another Veitchii Raja, which actually is doing really well, and I think is probably going to need repotting within the next couple of months. Then there's this strange plant, which I have absolutely no idea what it actually is, because it didn't come with any label, so I have no idea. And this is very awkward for me. If I move over here, where are we? I've lost it. It's also got a red picture along with the black pictures, so I have no idea what's going on with it, but it's an interesting looking plant, that's for sure. Bit of an update on the Nepenthes in what I call the quarantine box. This isn't a quarantine box anymore, but let's call it an overflow box. Everything in here was repotted, and you'll see that in a video that's coming up. So the Jacquelineae is doing pretty good. And then down here we've got a Brixiana, which after the repot has popped up a new picture and seems to be growing much better, which is awesome. Another Brixiana over there. That is a Rebecca Sopa that's been split from the main plant. Not really much happening with that at the moment. The Rob Cantley crossed with Berberger, huge leaves. Just incredible leaf span on this thing. It's starting to put out a new picture over here. So that should look awesome. Hopefully that picture's massive because the leaves are just ridiculous. And then of course, we've got the Mojito in the back over there. Just massive. And actually it's putting out a new picture right there on that tendril. And then there's a new picture coming down here, which I know I showed you last time, but that's the growth of that picture right now. Big, really big growth. And that's that box. In the Nepenthes enclosure, there's nothing new really. There's a big old Rajavicia leaf over there that's coming up. It's got another tendril coming up through it as well. There's just a whole lot of clumping growth at the top here. If I zoom out, you see all of that clumping. That's plants over plants over plants. The one thing that I will show you is down here. The basil has now put out a really nice picture. So that's growing really nicely. And it's getting to the point where I can probably start chopping up one of the vines so that I've got other plants to come. Right here we've got the Yucatan Princess Alocasia that's putting up a brand new leaf. So that'll be up in the next couple of days. I actually created a new leaf not too long ago, which is this one right here. So it's growing really well. They seem to drop a leaf, grow a leaf, drop a leaf, grow a leaf. I'd really like to get to the point where it's just growing leaves, but I'm not sure if that's just how Alocasias are. I don't know if they're meant to have like 3 leaves and drop the 4th or what, but that seems to be a trend that's going on at the moment. So hopefully that leaf's a little bit bigger than the other one that it produced, because that leaf was like half the size of the ones that already exist. So hopefully it's a little bit bigger. Down here we've got loads and loads of plants. We've got purple passions that have been potted up. The Alocasia bambino, which hasn't yet changed growth after being moved here, but hopefully it will. I'm expecting big things from it. All of the spider plants. More Alocasia, Jesus, it's because I said Alocasia before. More purple passions over there. Dun canes. We've got banana trees in there. If we, you see that banana tree right there, hiding. It's really a jungle under here. We've got our pile of palms, of which right there, if you can see in the middle of the screen, are seeds. Those seeds are pretty much ready to be harvested and planted. So we will end up with a bunch more pile of palms. You can see how many seeds there are. There's just loads of the damn things, which is awesome. There's seeds coming on all of the pile of palms, basically. Just seeds all over them. It's great. Really, really awesome. While we're on the subject of spider plants, again, from the spider plant video, I don't know if it's gone up yet or not, but these are now growing even more spider plants off them. So it's just never ending. There's just more and more and more and more. And that's exactly what we want, right? We want as many plants as possible so that we can give you guys some awesome plants for your own homes. And you can know that it's part of the Exotic New Tropics collection, which is just awesome. We're going to close this update out with Forest, as I don't think anyone has actually seen him before. He's a very, very beautiful giant day gecko sitting at the back of his enclosure right now. A little bit of an awkward position to record. But that is your update for January, currently January 12th. So maybe we should consider it an update for last month. But thank you very much for watching. As always, my name is CJ, and I'll see you guys in the next video.